So I didn't realize until 2022 that there's a ton of Batman animated content. What's going on, guys? I'm Chris and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be giving you a review / my first time watching of Batman Mask of the Phantasm. Now this movie came out in 1993 and it's reviewed and revered as the highest, best of the best when it comes to the Batman animated movies alongside the Dark Knight Returns films, which I personally have not had the opportunity to check out yet. Before I get into my thoughts on this movie, make sure to hit that like button, comment down below your favorite Batman animated movie, and make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future reviews like this one. So the Batman comes out on March 4th. I've been doing some prep to get ready for that movie, including watching through every single live-action Batman movie leading up to it. I'm going to have a massive ranking of all the live-action Batman movies, the Batman actors, a ton of Batman videos coming soon, so you don't want to miss out on that. But when it comes to this movie itself, Batman Mask of the Phantasm, did it live up to the hype? Did I think it was all right, or was it bad? I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought this movie was fairly generic, and it was fine. It was a decent time. No really massive issue with the movie, but at the same time, I wanted so much more from it. Now, the movie clocks in at 1 hour and 17 minutes, which is extremely short for a feature film. I mean, that's even shorter than the Clone Wars animated movie, I want to say. So, in many ways, it felt like just a really long episode of TV at times, and really felt like an episode of Scooby Doo, in my opinion. When it comes to the formula of the movie, there's this mysterious masked figure that we see at the beginning who keeps picking off these different mob people one by one, and they get confused for Batman in the media, and everyone thinks Batman is responsible for doing these killings and wreaking havoc on the city, essentially. And I love Scooby Doo, don't get me wrong, I loved watching that show growing up. I think it's a great, iconic, and classic TV show. But for Batman, it felt just like a copycat, and especially for, again, a movie that has an hour and 17 runtime, I feel like there could have been so much more. But at the same time, this movie stands out in a crowd of Batman movies because it has the ability to really focus on Bruce Wayne, and that's something that a lot of Batman movies don't do as much of. We get more Batman and Dark Knight content, but we don't get a lot of Bruce Wayne, and this was a very introspective look at his life, especially his inner conflict and struggle when it comes to his ability to be Batman, and how necessary is it for him to really be Batman anymore. He has a lot of internal struggle where we see him debating with himself, saying, do I need to don the cowl anymore? Do I need to be this protector of Gotham City for these people any longer? Should I live my own life, have my own romantic interests? And I couldn't talk about an animated Batman movie, especially one of this caliber, without mentioning how spectacular the voice acting is. Kevin Conroy as Bruce Wayne / Batman and Mark Hamill as the Joker are two icons in the voice acting industry, especially coming from someone who's played the Arkham video games. It just feels right. And I feel like in many ways, when you think of Batman, the voice that you associate with Batman is Kevin Conroy, and when we think of Joker, the voice you associate with Joker is Mark Hamill. They've just become so iconic and synonymous with these roles, it's hard to imagine these projects being the same without them. Now, when a movie is only an hour and 17 minutes, you expect it to fly by, and that surprisingly wasn't the case here. There was a lot of moments that really dragged for me. Again, you get these flashback sequences that build up Bruce's past and his romantic relationship with Andrea, and that can take a little bit out of the movie. Like, again, I love to see it. I love this Bruce Wayne storyline, but at the same time, it does take away from a little bit of the Batman. So while it does make it a little more unique because we're getting more Bruce Wayne, it takes away a little bit too much of the focus on our Caped Crusader. And there was a surprising amount of moments where I actually found myself drifting off and losing interest. Even my eyes got a little heavy. I started to doze off. I had to shoot up and rewind a few seconds, which is never something you want in any movie, especially one with such a little runtime that's also an animated film that should grab your attention immediately. And it felt a little bit obvious as to who was behind the mask in this movie at certain points. Again, maybe I could outsmart Bruce Wayne or the writers, but it wasn't too shocking to me. But overall, Batman the Mask of the Phantasm was a decent time. I was entertained. There were moments where I drifted off, but I wish it was a little bit longer, maybe packed a little bit more of a punch, maybe had a little bit more of a good balance between Bruce and Batman instead of being so much Bruce, because yes, that is unique and it makes it stand out amongst other Batman films, but at the same time, it's a Batman movie. You want to get a little bit more Batman, and in a weird way, I felt like Joker was just shoehorned into this plot. Like, was he really truly necessary to the story? I'm not so sure. Maybe in a way, yes, he was, but at the same time, it took so long to get to Joker. It felt like he was just kind of looming in the shadows for most of this runtime. But at the end of the day, Mask of the Phantasm has a huge fan base. I know a lot of you guys are probably big fans of this one. I think it was a decent time, 3 out of 5 stars. I don't hate this movie. I don't love this movie. I've seen better movies. I've seen worse movies. It's like a middle-of-the-road 3 out of 5 type movie. No harm done. I didn't feel like I wasted my time watching it, but it didn't really feel like it pushed any boundaries for me or really changed my view on Batman as a character. It really did too much for me at the end of the day. But what do you guys think of Batman Mask of the Phantasm? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to hit that like button and comment again your thoughts and your favorite animated movie from the Batman category. I know there's a ton out there that I still need to check out. If you want to see me review any of them, let me know in the comments down below. And make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future Batman related videos. I'm going to have a review for the Batman very soon, as I'm going to be seeing that film early. I cannot wait to talk about that one. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.